Okay, so the stream is sorted out, and the topic, full moon into Pisces. So while I'm shuffling the cards, I will hello. While I'm shuffling the cards, I want to talk a little bit about the full moon into Pisces. So in according to the tarot, you know, for this particular full moon into Pisces, it's the High Priestess conjunction with the Moon card. So that should be a period of time where kind of like our intuition will be the virtuous. So we got to follow the voice within us, our kind of like our hunches, inner wisdom, if you want to say it that way, especially to the situations, guys, where these situations which are kind of vague, and situations which are everyone's guess, and especially those that doesn't make much sense to us, why they're happening, or what will be the outcome of them. And this is why we kind of have to follow our inner voice, because trying to make up a logical explanation of what is going on around us will not have any results. So with that being said, next couple of weeks you can expect a lot of emotional shifts, in a sense of where you, when you wake up, for example, one morning you can feel fantastic, and in the next morning you can feel a little bit depressed without any reason for it. And this is because of the time, because of the moon. The moon is in Pisces, and with explanation of tarot, I'm no astrologer again. I'm just saying that the explanation is about the conjunction of tarot, the High Priestess with the Moon card. These kind of states are because something is cooking, and you have to acknowledge them. For example, if you're feeling in exaggerated states of happiness, then something good is cooking for you. If you're feeling a little bit depressed, you're feeling that something is missing, or something bad is going to happen, it most likely will be that way. So it depends on every single one of you, and it depends on your personal situation. But with that being said, we will start with Aries first. That will be the usual five card spread, and the first card will be the topic of the full moon. The second card will be the challenges we need to face. The third card will be the intentions we need to have in order to make the outcome of those 2 weeks most productive. The fourth card will be the lesson we need to learn, and the sixth card, hello Lisa, hello Wanda, the sixth card is going to be the energies that are surrounding us. So for the purpose of the spread, I will read the spread in 2 goes. What I mean is that first I'm going to read the first 3 cards, and after that I'm going to read the second 2 cards. So because this is the way that this spread is read. And one more thing before I start, there are quite a few people that are saying that the links aren't working. People are trying to book, for example, a private reading, and they're saying that the link isn't working here. That is written in the post. Well, the link works, at least for me. So if you do have troubles with the link, guys, don't hesitate to contact me in any time, and I will respond to you. I will give you alternatives. So let me cut, and we can start with Aries. So first card, which is the topic of the full moon into Pisces with for Aries, that will be the Ace of Pentacles. The second card is going to be the Sun. The third card is which is the challenges here. The third card, the intentions. One second, that will be the Four of Swords. The lesson Aries are about to learn, that will be the Judgment card, and the energies, that will be the Death card. So we do have pretty much 3 majors out of 5 cards, so it will be an important period of time for you, Aries. First 3 cards. that we do have topic, challenges, intentions. So from all I can say of these three cards, that will be a period of time where you will kind of enjoy your riches, and you will enjoy the fortunate unfolding of certain situations around you. Ace of Pentacles, guys, is speaking for success into your career and success into your business. It does speak also for wealth. But how you define wealth, that depends on you. With the Ace of Pentacles, the wealth is defined based on your personal needs. That could be new relationship, that could be a new job if you want to say it that way, or it could be success into your job and fixing the troubles into your relationship. Also, it could be health, it could be money. Now, depends for you, Aries, what you need most. Whatever you need most, you can expect that it's going to come for you. So you can expect harmony into your relationship, as I said, success into your business, and also if you do have troubles facing your expenses, for what it seems, those kind of troubles will be no longer standing during the next 2 weeks. The problem here, however, comes with the challenges, because the Sun card comes as a challenge, and the Sun card is usually a card where it either something is revealed, it does depend on the question, but the Sun card is a Vega, and also a kind of like enthusiasm and eager to finalize and kind of to move on forward on your own. What I mean is that with your own personal self-esteem. The Sun card is a card showing that the situations are going to unfold naturally, which means on their own accord, the way they are supposed to unfold. So challenge here, guys, for what I can interpret, is not to make hasty actions, not to make hasty decisions, and not to rush things. Rushing things will not allow them to unfold into their natural boundaries, if you want to say it that way. And also, you are going to waste some vital energy, and under vital energy, I'm not talking about health. I'm talking about these kind of energies that are making you facing challenges with vigor and enthusiasm. So the more you jump, the more tenacious you are toward a certain thing which is giving you troubles, the more energy you're going to waste. So on that note, it will be best for you, Aries, just if something isn't working at this very moment, leave it be for a while, because it's going to unfold on its own accord. It's going to unfold naturally. And the third card here will be the intentions, and the Four of Swords is exactly that: rest and indulging in your personal accomplishments. So this 2 weeks period of time as intentions will be about contemplation, will be about meditating, and will be about spending time on your own, alone, so you can kind of like define yourself the next goal. You well, alone is not the exact word here, not alone, but with a trusted companion. So you need to scout out your surrounding and find out which person is most trusted for you. Then when you realize that, or you probably already know it, because that should be your best friend, of course, you can start sharing your ideas. Meaningful conversation with this person is going to allow you to kind of like create the best plan possible for moving forward. So for you, Aries, just to summarize those three cards, is about indulging with in your accomplishments, and also kind of like enjoying the way that situations are unfolding for you naturally. And with that being said, also setting up a new goals for you, new paths, new roads that you can embark, and of course, you know, discussing those kind of aims with someone that you really trust, someone that always will give you a positive advice. The next two cards, we do have the lesson, that will be the judgment, and then we do have the energy. So energies, oh, is that so, Natalia? I hope you enjoy it. So let's go to the energies first. Death card, energies which are going to bring you change. So this change as I said, you're about to set new goals, and probably as things are going to unfold on their own accord, which means that a certain closure will be reached with with all this waiting. But you definitely are going to experience a certain change, Aries, and this kind of change is going to kind of like set you on a new, I cannot say a new road, but it's gonna definitely change your life to a quite large extent with this card here. And the lesson you are about to learn with the Judgment card, the Judgment card usually comes as a wake-up call. So the lesson here, guys, I do think that the lesson is connected with the full moon into Pisces, and this is about to follow the signs. It's about to trust the universe, and to allow the universe, or God if you want to say it that way, because I personally don't believe in God. I do believe in the universe and its energies, but you can say it God as well, or to believe the God that its ways are his ways are mysterious, and you need to fully trust to the ways that God works. So with that being said, the lesson here will be to have a positive attitude toward the beneficial outcome that you are going to experience after these 2 weeks period of time and the situation unfolds for you. So with that being said, we're going to Taurus. No, I haven't done Leo yet, Shadik. Jojo, we are on Taurus now. Me, Jessica? Well, books and practice, basically. If you're asking, well, how did I learn to read tarot? Okay, so Taurus, first card, the topic will be the Justice. The second card, the challenges, will be Eight of Pentacles. The third card, the intentions, will be the Wheel of Fortune. The fourth card, which is the lesson, will be the Ace of Cups. And the fifth card, the energies, will be the King of Swords. So pretty much that will be a period of time, guys. That a lot of things are going to happen for you, Taurus, and a lot of things will move around. Now the Justice card, the topic. Most trivial way to interpret this card is if you are going through a court case, you can expect that the justice will be served, which means that the court case, or kind of like the judge, the judgment will be fair. This doesn't mean that it's going to be favorable for you. It is just the judgment of the judge will be fair. The sentence will be fair. So from another point of view, the Justice could be a card of decision-making time. So these 2 weeks period of time, you may have to face some very important decisions. And these kind of important decisions, looking at the Eight of Pentacles as their challenges, will require from you to make them in a way that you don't like to make decisions. What I mean is that you will not be able to let's say explore all the situation because you will lack time, and you will not be able to take under consideration every single minor detail there, so you can make the most accountable decisions. And that will be that will kind of like how can I place it in words? That will aggravate you in a certain way, but your aims should be to work with what you have. Now, the Wheel of Fortune here, it is a card showing that even with less, you can achieve quite a lot, or even with less information, you can make the most accountable and the most fair decision from out from the situation. Alternatively, those cards could show that you are about to get exactly what you deserve. What I mean is that if you deserve a good relationship, you're going to get a good relationship. If you deserve a good job, you're going to get a good job, guys. Now it does, however, I'm sorry about this kind of interpretation, but the justice, it's highly variable depending on what your actions were in the past. If you have acted fair and square, if you have been accountable to all the situations, despite of how others acted, you're about to receive what you deserve. So in other words, you are going to receive only positive things. If you have been sneaky, if you have been pulling hidden strings, and you are exploiting other people, then of course you will not get what you, well, you again get what you deserve, but you for most sure ain't gonna like it. The difficulty during this time, Taurus, it's about focusing. So because probably you have too much things to take care of, guys, you will not be able to give the required, or kind of like the desired attitude toward one situation and toward another situation. For example, if this is in between career and relationship, you will have quite a lot of work into your working place, and in the same time your relationship will demand a lot of your attention, and you will not be able to kind of like fill up all the expectations in a sense that your performance will suck, people, but the time will be from the essence. So you will lack time, so you can give a full devotion in a way that you want to give it into all the situations around you. So how you can avoid that is to, I mean, how you can cope with it is to prioritize correctly. And as in intentions here, the Wheel of Fortune says, guys, that you gotta just catch the tide, if you know what that expression means. It means that whenever something is offered for you, whenever a fortunate circumstances is offered for you, because the Wheel of Fortune is luck of the draw, it's about a something is happen out of nowhere, something is going to happen out of nowhere, and it will really ease your duties, it's going to ease your routine, it's going to allow you, you know, to kind of like, how can I place it in words here? It will basically allow you to make up for not being able to devote yourself completely as people are expecting from you. So with that being said, you just take on these kind of opportunities. And what I like to say with these three cards, guys, is that you shouldn't say I'm sorry. I mean, for that, you cannot give your full devotion here, because no one would have been able to, because the time, as I said, is not enough. So the lesson with the Ace of Cups, well, the lesson is pretty trivial, is that you need to start doing, Taurus, only what makes you feel good. So not what you need to do, but what makes you feel good. The Ace of Cups is also a card showing that no matter how bad the situation is, always something happen which kind of traverse it, which makes it take on a new direction, and this new direction promises new things, promises better things. So don't feel discouraged if you are with your back against the wall, because life basically can change with one snapping on the fingers, and the salvation is stalking you from everywhere. And the energies here, these energies, guys, are about to charge you with, I cannot say with enthusiasm, but it's going to charge you with a determination to push your things through. So in other words, regardless of how busy you are, regardless of how much time you lack, you know, at the end of the day, you will be able to execute your things flawlessly, and people will be happy out of that. It will be a little bit more stressful to you than usual. So let me shuffle now, and we're going to Gemini. One second, guys. You're welcome, Adria. So Gemini, first card for you, the topic, that will be the Six of Pentacles. The second card, the challenges, is going to be the Seven of Cups. The third card, intentions, will be the Magician card. Okay, okay, so the fourth card, lesson, Tower, and the fifth card will be the Six of Wands, which are the energies. Geminis, I can talk you quite a lot about those 5 cards, guys, but these five cards are saying only one thing here, really. One second, like this. One thing here really is that no matter how much people are working for you, no matter how resourceful those people are, no matter how much people are supporting you, it doesn't matter how much people are willing to help you. At the end of this moon cycle, all that is going to matter, guys, is what you were able to achieve on your own. So you, Gemini, have to stop whining about your situations. You have to stop whining about how much work you need to accomplish in your career. You need to stop whining how much your partner is expecting from you or is demanding from you. You have to, guys, needs to stop talking and start doing things. Okay, so no matter how much help you rely on, as I said, at the end of the day, all that is going to count is what you're capable and what you have achieved on your own. So unfortunately, this period of time, the full moon into Pisces, all that will stay strong for you, all that will stay long lasting is what you are able to do with your own personal effort. So with that being said, if you are planning to ask for help from somebody, don't. If you are planning to take money from someone just so you can buy yourself something or something like this, stop and don't do it. I mean, earn these money on your own. Why? It is because we do have the challenges here, the Seven of Cups, and it's basically, this card, it is showing that you're kind of like your perspective isn't realistic. I mean, some of you may think that having a lot of people helping you is actually going to give you what you really want and what you really deserve. It's not going to give it to you, guys. Yeah, for now, I mean, temporary is going to make your time easier, and it's going to make your assignments, for example, and your task much more bearable. But this help is not going to last for long, and at a certain point you will be left alone, and you basically will have to start coping with all these things on your own. So the intentions here, guys, should be that you need to start them on your own from scratch, so you know where you're at, and you know how you dealt with them, and you know what you have to do moving forward. Because if you do have more people involved into your things and into your tasks, guys, at the end of the day, when these people withdraw from these tasks, you may not have a clue what they have done, and you may not have a clue how they did it. So as I said, best thing for you this 2 weeks period of time, guys, is to attend to your things with your own personal capabilities. And especially as we do have the Magician here, the card says that you have everything you need, Geminis, to push your things through. Basically, you do have the skills, you do have the knowledge. Only thing that you may lack here is your iron will. Also, the card shows that you need to be polite, and you need to place your communication skills to a virtue. So if you need to explain yourself into somebody, you will be able to do that with subtlety. If you need to attract some ideas into your agendas, you again will be able to do that. So you will be very how can I say it in words, you will be very skilled in communications here in these 2 weeks period of time. It will come naturally to you, Gemini. So there will be nothing that you will not be able to pass through as an information, and there will be no information hidden from you as well. The lesson you need to learn here with the Tower card, and take in consideration the last 3 cards that we interpret here, is that at the end of the day, guys, I mean, to rebuild your own life, you need to rebuild it on your own, because it's your own life. You know, you can't expect other people to build your life, to build your situations, because at the end you will be dependable on these people, and we don't want that for you, do we? So the lesson here is pretty trivial. Again, as I said, building up your own life needs to be made on your own personal efforts. And also, guys, it is never too late to rebuild a situation. Even if your relationship isn't going very well, it is never too late to rebuild it and to get it back on track. If your career isn't going very well, same thing goes here. So you will have a chance, Geminis, to pick up the pieces of a shattered situations and to rebuild it back again. Especially with those energies here, the Six of Wands, those energies are energies of triumph, energies of victory, energies of personal recognition. So you are going to stay strong in front of people. I mean, you will have that kind of presence where people will envy you, just especially those who are not knowing you, people that are meeting you for the first time. They're going to envy you, and that will be a generous envy, because they will want to be like you. They will want to have that presence. They will want to have that positive attitude that you do have. They will want to have that confidence which you are going to have. And this confidence that you will have is going to come through coping alone with your own difficulties. Because if you rely on help, no confidence can come out of that. So let me shuffle now, guys, and we can go to Gemini. By the way, if you do want to receive these kind of reports personally for your life, I mean personal reports for the full and new moon, you can make subscriptions for that, and the link for those subscriptions is also written here in the post. So if you can't do that, guys, you can check it up, and you can choose the plan of subscription that most suits you. Okay, so for Cancer, the first card for Cancer is the Four of Wands. The second card will be the Seven of Wands. The third card is going to be the Ace of Swords. So we do have the topic, the challenges, the aims, or the intentions. The fourth card, lesson, that will be the Hangman. And the fifth card, energies, is going to be the Nine of Wands. So first of all, Cancer, that will be quite of an active period of time. 2 weeks, the full moon into Pisces. You will burst of activity, and that will be a verbal activity. You will talk with a lot of people, for what it seems, especially if it comes, that will be a people from your social circle, okay, and siblings, families, and people that really do care for you. However, with the second card having here, how can I place it in words? In order to receive support from these people, they will require something from you. Now you need to stay, I cannot say strong, but you need to keep on to your demands, or kind of like to your interests. Okay, so that could be a period where you're trying to establish private business, and you're trying to establish that private business with somebody that is close to you. But for what it seems, they will try to make that deal unfair for you, because they do have more capabilities, most likely at this very moment, or more resources. Okay, despite that, you need to guard your boundaries, guys, and you need to guard your ideas, and you need to guard the contract. What I mean is that you need to kind of like demand the contract to be created fairly. Ultimately, these three cards are pointing that you have a lot of talks in your family, and your family will want something from you. However, you are not gonna like what they are going to want from you, okay? But this doesn't mean that you need to do it in a way that they wanted it. What I mean is that you can renegotiate it. However, you have to be honest. Looking at the Ace of Swords, you need to be quite honest, guys. You need to place a very balanced judgment, not just for yourself, but you gotta place it in front of others. Okay, so nothing should be kept into a silent treatment if you're talking with close people of yours, and especially if these people are your siblings and your family, or they are for your relationship. For example, if these are talks with your partner, if these are talks, as I said, with your partner here, guys, if you don't like something in the relationship, you just gotta say it, because otherwise they cannot align to your needs, they cannot align to your demands, they cannot align to your expectations. So if something you don't like, you just gotta talk about it. Okay, that should be your intentions here in the next 2 weeks. If you don't like something, talk about it. If you want to do something, talk about it, say it. If you expect something, say it, because whatever you want is going to be given to you. Whatever you expect, it will meet your expectations. And whatever idea you do have for unfoldment, it will unfold the way you do have as an idea. However, you gotta talk about it, because people cannot read minds, guys. And basically, Cancer, if you keep it, as I said, in silent treatment, nobody will acknowledge that you really need what you need. Four of Wands is also a card of finishing and completing of an important cycle, or an important cycle is near completion. And you have to, if that's the case for you, that important cycle is near completion here, Cancer, you have to show it in front of the world. What I mean is that you need to start talking about it, okay? Because otherwise you ain't gonna meet any recognition for it. And also, having the Seven of Wands here, people may try to dispute that completion, or kind of like to shrink the reflection of that completion, to shrink the achievement, if you want to say it that way. Don't allow that to happen, guys. Just don't allow that to happen. And try to explain the process. Try to, how can I place it in words, try to show how productive that is, and try to talk about it. The lesson here with the Hangman is that everything, the lesson is that you're about to learn is everything has its own time and has its own place to happen. So you cannot actually force situations, you can't force people. Only thing that you can do if someone doesn't want to do something is to wait. Only thing to do when a situation just doesn't want to go forward is again to wait. So as I said, guys, this is a lesson of patience that you are about to have in this next couple of weeks. And the energies surrounding you are going to be an energies again of patience and of perseverance, also an energies of endurance, and those energies as well are going to shield you from making wrong steps. So you are very fortunate in these next couple of weeks, Cancers, because for what it seems, you're gonna have what you exactly want. So let me shuffle now, and we are going to Leo. Leos, the topic for you will be the Temperance, and then we do have the challenges. Oh my God, that will be the the Hermit, and then we do have the intentions. We are going to the Queen of Cups. Lesson is the Nine of Swords, and then the energies are the King of Cups. Okay, so guys, just give me a second because I'm trying to arrange the sentences in my mind so you can understand me what I want to say, because that is an important message. You are sitting on a verge of a very huge breakthrough, Leo, or kind of like on a verge of a new direction in your life, something that it was cooking for you for quite some time. It was just revealing itself bit by bit, but you have saw just the tip of the iceberg till now, and now with its full strength is kind of spewing from the surrounding, and you basically have to make your decision quite fast. Should you go or should you stay in your current path? And this is described here by the by the Temperance and the Hermit. So the problem that you will have with that situation is that you will not be exactly sure how accurate that direction, that your new direction is. It could be a proposal for a new job. It could be a new person that is coming in your life, but you are already into a relationship, and yet you're receiving more from that exterior person than from your partner, and this could be something that you are kind of like considering going into a different relationship than the one that you do have right now. Something from this extent is happening, something that is kind of like making you to divide from the path that you're walking right now, your career or relationship path. And in order to do so, I mean, you have to make a huge compromise, guys. So the next couple of weeks are going to be weeks of compromise. And also they are going to be a week where you need to, how can I place it in words? You need to acknowledge that everybody goes with their faith. And at the end of the day, you cannot be everywhere. What I mean is that you cannot contribute for everybody's happiness, no matter how good you want to be, okay? Because taking care only for the goodness of others and for the happiness of others, well then, where is your happiness then? You know. So at the end of the day, this will be an important period of time for you, Leo, because you have to take a decision. In reality, it will seem a tough decision, but, I'm saying but, if you clinch into your wisdom and into your knowledge, you're about to find a way how you can make the most profitable decision for yourself without hurting anybody, okay? So let me try to give you an examples with that. Let's say that we're talking about career here, and you do really have a job proposition. You can quit your current job and go to the new one in such way that you will leave no bad feelings into your supervisor or into your boss from the past job. What I mean is that you can do it right. Okay, you can do it like a human being. You don't have to storm the situations. Also, these two cards are speaking, guys, for healing. They're speaking for mutual conversations and kind of like mutual understandings. With that being said, if you have to leave your current relationship and go into a new one, your partner from your current relationship will fully understand why you are doing that, and they will not be mad at you. They will keep no grudge within them. If you of course do that calmly, and you do that in a way where a compromise is made. Your intentions here, Queen of Cups. this card speaks that you do have a person that you can rely on. So your intentions should be to seek emotional support from a person very close to you. For most of you, that will be your mother or a motherhood figurine. For the rest is going to be a very good friend of yours, someone who can keep secrets, someone who have an integrity, okay, personal integrity, and it's someone who is capable of deep emotions and feelings. And this person basically takes away emotional pain, because this person doesn't want to see you suffering. And during the period where you're about to make you're in a process of making your decisions, you may have spikes into your emotional states, you know, ups and downs, and it is where you need to seek that emotional support, because without it, I'm afraid that it will be a very hard for you to move through this 2 weeks period of time. The lesson that you're about to learn with the Nine of Swords, guys, it's about a lesson of fear. That fear, it's the thing that rots your soul. Fear is the thing that stops you. Fear is the thing that makes you weak. So conquer your fear. If you're afraid to make a step moving forward, then most likely you don't deserve that opportunity that is cooking for you in the future. That's why you need to be brave, guys. You need to be courageous, and to minimize the influence of fear, you may want to ask yourself, what is the worst case scenario here? And as soon as you answer that question, you're about to see that in reality there is nothing to be afraid of, because nothing worse can happen than what is right now. So you will only benefit from taking that new road. And at the end, the energies, this is the King of Cups. So energies here are energies about emotional healing, okay? And these energies will allow you to control your emotions. It will be a very hard emotional period of time, because as I told you, you're going to have spikes, ups and downs. But with those energies, those spikes will never going to reach extreme amounts. And as they are now reaching extreme amounts, I'm kind of relieved to tell you that you will not do stupid things, and you will not do stupid, irrational decisions. If we're if we're seeing the situation from that angle as well, these energies, guys, will allow you kind of to have a poker face and to be how can I place it in words? To not allow your emotions to influence you in a way that you may become blind to the situation. Okay, so now let me shuffle again, and we can go to Virgo. Damn it, what's going on? Thank you, Paulo. By the way, guys, I'm at Virgo. If your star sign passed, you can re-watch the video after the stream is done. But also make sure you stick for your moon and ascendant sign as well. So Virgo, topics and the theme is the Knight of Swords. The challenges here are the Hierophant. The lesson or the intentions are the Knight of Cups. Not the lesson, but the intentions, sorry. The lesson is the Four of Pentacles, and the energies are the Knight of Wands. So we do have 3 Knights. 3 Knights in that reading says that if you are planning to travel, well, these plans are going to be well executed. As well, if you are hoping to travel, the traveling is going to happen. So that is a good time of making travels, at least to this reading, guys. So let's go to the first 3 cards. We got the theme, the challenge, the intentions. So how can I place in words, Virgo? You will want to break from a certain agendas. You will have the opportunity to break from a certain rules, to a break from a certain convictions. Okay, to break from a certain patterns. And the challenge here will be to find a new creed to follow. So first 2 cards as we have is the Knight of Swords, and the Knight of Swords in this case, the theme will be for you to seek the truth. So it is very likely that you will find out, Virgo, that the things that you have done or the way that you are doing things till now preached to you from a different people, preached to you from this society, is not the best way that how these things can be done. So for example, just for example, guys, if for example your company that you're working at does things in a certain way, you are about to find out that this way is very unproductive, and you will try to start making things into a new way, more productive way, more good way for you. And you're going to face a certain opposition. Probably your supervisor or your boss are going to call you ever so often in their office to tell you that this is not the way that the things are done in the company. Well, screw the way that the things are done in the company, guys, because it is just waste of resources and it's a waste of private time. The Knight of Swords into a relationship favors more those who are single. It says that you are about to set the emotions aside at this 2 weeks period of time, because somehow this full moon into Pisces will influence you in a way where you will kind of like be attracted more physically to other people than emotionally. And these are the challenges here, that because probably you are not getting used to that, you know. For most of you, it could be that it has to go more than a skin deep. It does matter what the person is within. But I'm saying here, guys, that it will be tough for you to acknowledge that to yourself, that actually you cannot be with someone that you don't like physically, okay? And if we're talking about a current relationship, these cards are showing that you will start requesting more from your partner, so from them to start caring for themselves, to make their makeup, for example, to sort out their hair, if you want to say it that way, and basically you will want from them they can be more aesthetically beautiful. Okay, and the intentions here, as we have, that will be the Knight of Cups. The intentions from you should be to follow the dreams of your heart. Basically, that's the card. And if people around you are not agreed to you, well, screw them, because that's why those are the dreams of your heart, because you need to accomplish them and you need to follow them. How you can do that, guys? Intentions, again, intentions with the hard work. So you should not leave anything to happen by a chance. You should not leave anything to happen by a luck of the draw. So your intentions here, Virgo, should be to work hard, systematic, constantly, putting how can I place in words? Putting attention to the minor details. So in other words, hard and meticulous job, guys, is what you need to do. Hard and meticulous work, especially talking about careers. A lot can be achieved into your career field people, but you need to place more devotion than now, and you need to work probably extra hours. So the lesson that you're about to learn is the Four of Pentacles, however, and the lesson is that you need to guard your convictions. You need to guard, guys, your comfortable zone. So what I mean is that if you don't like how things are done into your company, you need to guard your own way of doing things. It is because you're a personality, and we do things different way, you know. And if that company doesn't suit you, you can very well try to find a new one. As I said, three nights is what we do have here. So a movement, it is very likely that could be a movement of career places. As I said, it could be traveling, or it could be a new person as well coming in your life where you're gonna move with them into a relationship or commitment. So Four of Pentacles is as well a lesson where you need to count on your personal resources. Talking about money here, especially, guys, is that at this very moment you need to start saving money, not because you will have unexpected expenses in the future, but because with those money that you stock, you can make yourself comfortable and you can make yourself secure. So the lesson here is about security and how you can reach your security, guys. Okay, and the energies, these are the Knight of Wands energies. Those are fiery energies, very primal kind of energies. What I mean is that those energies are gonna push you towards your points of interests, guys. Okay, so you can expect in this period of time that you will not waste your resources, your time, and your energies into pointless things, but all the things that you will attend to, guys, will be a point of interest for you. And from moving from one to another, you are about to establish multiple projects, for what I can say, for you to keep you on busy and to keep you on intrigued for the upcoming months. Okay, so now let me shuffle, and we're going to Libra. And again, guys, if you do want to receive those reports personal for you, as I mean personal, not only sent to you, but sent to you via email, but they're also about your life. And these reports basically will reflect your next 2 weeks. You can subscribe for them at the link in the video, in the post, and basically that's that. Okay, Libras. Well, that will be the star card for you as a topic, and the problem for you will be the Ace of Swords. And the intentions, Wheel of Fortune. That will be an important period of time, as the lesson you're about to learn is the Moon card. And wow, yeah, that will be an important period of time. Energies, that will be the Emperor. So let's go to the first 3 cards, guys. Hope and unfoldment is what is waiting for you. It is likely that the things are going to happen your way. That is without any doubt. Having those 3 cards, and in addition those 2 cards, definitely things are going to happen in your way. Especially the Star card shows that you're about to receive support. You're about to receive unfolding love, if you want to say it that way, if that is something that you want. And also the Star speaks for a a big dream coming in true, starting anew into an ongoing deed. What I mean is that if starting a new project, starting a new career, starting a new relationship, and I'm not saying new, I'm saying anew. So it's an old relationship starting second time, okay, or an old job starting second time. The problem here for you, the only problem that I see here for you, Libra, is to say what you really want. Basically, you need to say it, guys, otherwise it will be hard for others to kind of guess, okay? This isn't the game of guessing. You do have the fortune and the blessing to be the one who calls the shots, okay? And you have to do it, okay? Sometimes this is your responsibility to call the shots, and whatever you call is gonna happen. That is with the Wheel of Fortune here. Your intentions is to take on full what is the English word here, guys? To take the full benefit of these 2 weeks period of time are giving you the remarkable opportunity for you to say what you want and to have it. As I said, the only thing you need to do is to tell what you want, okay? So very, very positive 2 weeks period of time for Libra. As I said, they will basically be blessed with anything that they want, as long as they are willing to talk about it, or kind of like willing to say, for example, I want you to be with you, I want to have that job, I want to do this, I want to do that, and you will have the opportunity to do it. Not just the opportunity, but it will also be productive, guys, Libras. So the only thing you don't want to do in this 2 weeks period of time is give a silent treatment, guys. But especially if we're talking about love here, the star card shows that you're about to receive a big portion of love from somebody. And if you are single, these cards are showing an opportunity, huge potential, Libras, for a long-term relationship. But you have to acknowledge yourself that you want it. And not just yourself, you need to acknowledge to the person that you want that relationship with that you want it. Otherwise, if you expect them to do the whole thing, it's not going to happen. And you need to do the talking here, okay? Instead of waiting for them to presume. Presuming is not the way, and guessing is not the way you want to move forward in these 2 weeks period of time. And the lesson you're about to learn here with the moon card, guys, is that everything has its reasons, okay? Whatever happened to you in the past, it had its reasons, and it contributes for your well-being. And most importantly is that what you have right now, how the situations are unfolding right now, and what you're dealing with right now is exactly where you need to be. So what I can say here with those 4 cards, guys, is that you are on the right track. There are many people asking me, am I on the right track? That is the every second question I get from the free tarot hours, or when I get or when I ask for questions here, and I'll answer them with a pulling of 1 card. Every second person asks me, am I on the right track? It is very hard to be determined with the cards, guys, but for Libras, I can say that yes, you are on the right track. The way you want to do things and the way that you have set up your aims, guys, you are on the right track. The only problem is that you need to talk about it. You need to say what you want so you can have it. I like to say that sentence: if you want something, the only way to have it is to ask for it. If you don't ask for it, the answer always will be no. And last but not least, for you, Libra, we do have the energies here. The Emperor, those are very solid and strong energies, showing that you will have full control upon your life, and you will have full control upon your situations and upon the deeds that are coming into you and upon your future, as a matter of fact. So very, very positive reading for Libra. I haven't got such a positive reading as far as I remember till now, with my experience going in front of you, in front of the audience, guys. But for Libra, that was just remarkable. It was outstanding. Okay, so now let me shuffle and we're going to Scorpio. Scorpio, King of Pentacles is the first card that we got for you. That will be the topic and the theme of the full moon. Then the challenges here will be the Four of Cups. The intentions will be the Ace of Pentacles. The lesson you are about to learn is the Three of Wands, and the energies are the Ace of Swords. So guys, this period of time for you will be making money, okay? Making money, but the only problem that you will have here, Scorpios, of making money is the laziness, okay? Because probably you will have just enough so you can face your expenses, and why don't you just indulge yourself with your free time, you know? But something is telling me that this 2 weeks period of time should be a period where you have to work and work very hard. Be very careful with where you're placing your investments, especially talking about money. So we're talking here about purchases. What I can say is don't purchase anything that you don't need, okay? Don't purchase things for amusements. Only make expenses toward what is really needed from you. So with that being said, as much as I'm looking that reading, right now I'm reconsidering some of my purchases that I am planning to do, so I'm not gonna do them. But yeah, here the topic and the theme says, guys, also that you will face certain situations in your life, and these situations will have, how can I place it in words? They can unfold for you in a way that you can earn things, you can earn material things from them. But in order to be most productive, guys, you need to bring some connections into the matter. You need to bring some friends into the matter, and those friends, they have to be paid accordingly, okay? So you need to either regain back the favor, give them a share of the prize, or these kind of stuff. I mean, you should not leave them with empty hands when you end up profitable from those kind of situations. As I said, the difficulty and the problems here will be the boredom and the laziness that you may have, guys, and the intentions should be to make money, to make harmony into your relationship, to reach success into your business. So with that being said, most likely the plans that you do have for your business or for your working place, or the projects that you're working at, are very, very profitable, very productive, but they will require hard work to be accomplished in a full potential. And that's why you need to work hard in the next couple of months, Scorpios, and it will worth it so much. I mean, the money that you are about to earn, you will be quite pleased and satisfied with that. And the lesson you are about to learn with the Three of Wands is that every single situation worth exploring, because every single situation, guys, is going to increase and raise a little bit the level of your performance. And as you raise the level of your performance, you raise your opportunity to your opportunities to earn more, and also you are increasing the fields of the known patterns for you. So in other words, you can start feeling yourself more and more comfortable into a foreign agendas or into a foreign field. So it's time for us to conquer something, Scorpio, in the next couple of weeks, probably conquering a new field of expertise, conquering new projects, conquering new relationships, or just basically conquering expenses that we usually wouldn't be able to face. And the energies here with the Ace of Swords, those energies are going to give you, guys, or are going to support you through decision making time, or kind of like, or at times where you will have to say something into somebody. So in other words, you may be quite hesitant to say a certain truth into somebody or to make a certain demands, and those energies will breathe the courage within you to say those things into those people, because at the end of the day you may realize that again, if you don't say something, it will never come true. I mean, the first step of reaching a certain goal is to talk about it. So you need to start talking about it. So let me shuffle now, guys, and we are going into a Sagittarius. Jean Pablo, you cannot fast forward because we are live now, but after the live is done, this will be a video, and then you can fast forward to any sign you want. Well, Pavel, yes, for Scorpio, it's a money-making season, for what it seems. Thank you, Natasha. Okay, so Sagittarius, Ten of Pentacles is the topic and the theme here for you, with the Five of Swords, which will be the challenge for you guys. And then we do have the aims. This will be the Four of Cups. The lesson you're about to learn here is the Eight of Swords, and the energies are the Hermit. So guys, you gotta face quite of an opposition here. It is because you Sagittarius, in the next couple of weeks you are going to detach from a certain people. These are a very strong cards saying that you are going to basically break free from certain chains. You're about to reach a personal independence upon a project, upon expenses, upon relationships, or something like this. So basically, some people that have control upon you till now, they will no longer have that control. And as you can expect it, those people, they will be quite annoyed by that. They will be quite aggravated and frustrated, and they will try to return back that control. That could be your ex-boyfriend, that could be your ex-girlfriend, it could be your father or your mother or a friend, so-called, that you have, or it could be your boss or supervisor. Either way, they will try to do everything that they can to return back the control that they do have upon you. And the game is not gonna be fair. What I mean is that they will try to humiliate you guys. They will try to use leverage against you and these kind of stuff. Now you need to be very, very determined, Sagittarius, not to get back under their wing. You should not get back and allow them to chain you again. So as much as that could cost you here, with the Four of Cups, as much as that could, because these people also may try different approach, as we do have the Four of Cups. They can promise you something that you would hardly refuse. Okay, they can promise you a fairy tales, for example. These promises are false promises. Again, the challenge is Five of Swords says that they will do anything, I say, to get you back and to regain back control on you, including lying, guys. So don't believe to none of what these people say. Basically detach from them, no matter how hard it is, guys, because after that we do have a cup here presented to you from the cloud, from the difficulties that you are going through the process of detachment, through the process of regaining back your personal independence. A new, how can I place it in words, guys? a new perspective is emerging for you, perspective that you can start walking on, perspective that you will start feeling emotionally satisfied, perspective that will make a new kind of like a new worth of your life, that the life will start worth living again. And the lesson you're about to learn here, Eight of Swords, the only thing with this card, Sagittarius, is that when you set a goal for yourself, saying, I don't want to be connected with this person anymore, no matter what happens, you should follow this kind of mindset. Okay, when you set some aim for you, that is the lesson here, you need to follow it regardless of how difficult it is, or regardless of what the different things are offered to you. So with that being said, guys, everything apart from your goal should stay into your exterior. The only thing that should matter for you right now is to be independent, and you need to do anything you can and anything that you everything, I mean, that you are capable of in order to win that independence, because independence and freedom is something that you fight for. It's something that you lead a war for. It is not a gift. This is the only thing that is never a gift. It is something that you earn. So Sagittarius says you just need to stand tall with a strong spine and earn your freedom, earn your independence, guys. The energies, these are the Hermit energies, and these energies are always going to keep you seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. What I mean is that even in the darkest place, even in the darkest hour of your next 2 weeks period of time, you will always be charged with the light at the end of the tunnel. What I mean is that you will never forget your goal, and you will never allow to be discouraged of the current circumstances and the current situation to an extent where you can say to yourself, I cannot handle this anymore, so it is better for me to be chained. It is better for me to basically be controlled by somebody. So Sagittarius says, for you, what I can say is a time of freedom. Next couple of weeks, guys, are going to give you the freedom you require. Heather, yes, I'm a Scorpio. So we are going to Capricorn, and again, I want to tell you that if you do want to receive these kind of report personally for your personal next 2 weeks, guys, you can make a subscription for that by following the link here written in the post, and as soon as you choose your plan of subscription, you'll start receiving those reports by an email. Also, as I have a lot of feedback that the links aren't working. I don't know why, because they are working for me. When I click on them, it leads me to my website and to the services. So guys, if you do have any troubles with the links, don't hesitate to contact me, because there is also an alternative ways to make subscription and to book a reading with me. Okay, so a card fell down. 1 second, guys. So, Capricorns. The Hierophant is the first card. That is the topic and the theme of your next 2 periods of time. 5 of Pentacles is the challenges, and that will be a difficult period of time, especially as we do have the 7 of Swords as a third card, guys. That are the intentions. Then we do have the 10 of Cups as a lesson you need to learn, and the Two of Wands as an energies. So these next 2 periods of time, Capricorns, for what I can see from these cards, is how you will be able to face your expenses. Okay, there will be an unexpected expenses you need to attend to, and that will be a not difficult time, because you will lack the money, for example. But it will be a difficult time where you will dispute why you have to give the money. Those expenses could be avoided. What I mean is that should you face them or not is entirely up to you. So that could be someone that asks money from you. That could be, for example, your kid that asks money for a new PlayStation, for a new Xbox, and you will have a difficult time to kind of like, let's say, to refuse it, because probably it was not promised exactly, let's say, PlayStation or an Xbox, but you have gave a hint to that kid, or kind of like the routine and the convictions, the how can I place it in words? The tradition preaches that you need to reward the kid for its job well done, for example in school, and the kid wants PlayStation. So your intentions should be not to give what is wanted from you, but to give what you can give at this very moment, guys. Okay, so having to say, with the Hierophant card, Capricorn, you have to stick to your own personal system of beliefs. What I mean is that you shouldn't make any compromise with what you want to do. You shouldn't make any compromise with people, especially people that are trying to extract more than you can than you are planning to do. So basically, for you Capricorns, you gotta stick to the plan that you have consciously created, that you have previously created. Here with the Hierophant also, we do have a hint, guys, that difficulties and problems in the next couple of weeks are going to be solved for you by leading certain meaningful conversations with your elders, or with the people kind of like a mentors, or elder people that really knows what they're talking about. As I said, the only difficulties here will be the Five of Pentacles, which is either a bad misfortunate circumstances that are only creating obstacles along the way, obstacles that you don't need right now, or as I said, unexpected expenses, or is that kind of like people or things are demanding more from you than you are willing to give. Not that you can't give, but willing to give. And this is where you are facing the difficulties here, to give less than what is wanted from you, because you are not willing to give the full extent of what is demanded. And that's why we do have the intentions here. You can have a strong spine, yeah, you can have a kind of like personal integrity, guys, and kind of like self-respect, because also some of those demands will meant to rob you. Okay, so you need to do anything you can to prevent this this robbery. And under robbery, I mean that, for example, let's say that you have required a service, and this service was not, or either was negotiated at the start. Let's say you required someone to fetch something for you, and you said, yeah, I'm gonna give you, let's say, $100, but right now they're coming with the thing that you wanted to fetch for you, and they're saying, well, it's gonna cost you 150, and you have to have a strong spine and kind of like keep on and stick to the price, $100. Don't give them 150 just because you know, you're grateful for them. I mean, a price is a price. There should be no negotiations about a price. So no negotiations. You need to lead in this next couple of weeks, guys. You just need to stick to your original plan and your original beliefs. And the lesson here you need to learn is that even though the times are difficult, you need to be grateful of what you have, because you can always have less. So what I like to say, we do have a sentence here in Bulgaria, guys, and the sentence says that if something is good, it's good, but if something is bad, is going bad, it always can go worse. So again, be helpful, be grateful, excuse me, to what you have, because you always can have less. And with that being said, people, some people don't know how much they have until then they don't lose it. So don't be the fool that lose what you have, okay? And the energies at the end here with the Two of Wands, those energies are gonna make you quite tenacious. What I mean is that you will want something to be done now in this very moment, and you will always demand for more. These are energies of a kind of like energies which are going to insert a sense into you that you can achieve more, or you could have been achieving more, or it kind of like the people that are working for you, for example, if you do have a private business, could do a better performance. So those kind of aggravating energies which are placing you in a state where you won't be happy with your achievements, not because the achievements are bad, but because you just simply want more. Again, be grateful for what you have, guys, because most of people have less than you do have. Okay, let me shuffle now, and we're going to Aquarius. Yeah, Beverly, be grateful for what you have, because look, guys, money are never enough, but that's the difference. Some people lack money to feed their families. Some people lack money to buy a new Porsche. People always lack money. The question is for what you lack money. And if you have a roof above your head, if you have a bed to sleep on, if your table have a meal every supper, every lunch, and every breakfast, you should be grateful. I mean, because there are people that have less, and that these are quite a lot of people that have less. Of course, as I said, money always are in luck, but for some people, they are in luck of buying a new castle and a new Porsche. Some people lack money to feed their families. So again, be grateful of what you have. Yeah, that's to Kirsten. Well, on that topic, here we do have in Bulgaria another sentence, and it says, whoever has a lot of money is rich. Whoever has a beautiful wife is happy. Whoever have neither sleeps well, because he doesn't worry about anything, you know. So it depends what you really want. So well, Danielle, if you do want a reading with me, you can check my website. It's written here in the topic, and you can basically make a purchase of service, and then we can schedule your reading. So, Aquarius, 10 of Swords is the topic. Now, I really are crossing my fingers for you guys, because it does depend on the next two cards how this will be interpreted. It could go very good, it could go very bad. Challenges, 3 of Pentacles, aims, Judgment. So, people, I will just talk about, okay, next to the lesson is an Ace of Wands, and the energies are the world. So, guys, something is coming to an end in your life, and it's an end that you haven't expected. It's an end that comes out from nowhere, although the thing was unfolding very, very good. It could be breakup into your relationship, or it could be an end up in your job. I mean, you could be fired or suspended. It could be an ending up of a friendship. Regardless of what it is, people, you need to know that whatever ends for you, Aquarius, in the next couple of weeks, what I mean is whatever you lose there, it basically served you no favor. So there is something better from the same from the same area that is waiting for you. So there is, if for example, if you break up with your partner, with your boyfriend or your girlfriend, the judgment says that there is someone else that is waiting for you just around the corner, and you are meant to be with this someone. So this is a replacement here that we do have, guys. Something that isn't meant for you with something that is meant for you. Okay, so if your job, you get fired from your job, the next job is something that you are being meant to work. So this is a pretty big thing for you, Aquarius, is because we do have swapping something that is not substantial for your unfoldment with something that is substantial for your unfoldment. So with that being said, this relationship that you had and you lost it, it basically wouldn't last for long, or it kind of like it was on its peak, so nothing more could have been achieved out of it. No family, no children, for example, or no happy ending. So you had to break it. And because you have failed to break it, probably you have endured all the scandals, you have endured all the all of the failures of your partner, and you are always giving them a second chance. Now fate, universe, God, or whatever you name it, itself is making you kind of like, it's making that for you. Of course, when someone else do something for you from this kind of extent, it always comes painful. So don't clinch to the pain that you may experience, guys, because it is for the greater good. I can promise you that. The only problem here that we do have with the Three of Pentacles is that you may lose a hope of life. What I mean is that if you, for example, get fired from your job or get suspended from your job, you may think that you will never be able to get such good job. Well, you are wrong, because the next one is going to be even better, and is going to be something that you are meant to do probably to the rest of your life. Or if it is not the rest of your life, it is something that is going to give you great opportunities to move on forward with your career. And same thing goes with your relationship. If you if the breakup is with your relationship, guys, you may think that you will never be in such you will never love again, you know what I mean? And you are wrong, because the next person you will love even deeper and even harder. Well, of course, not a single family, not a single relationship goes without any difficulties, guys. There is no such thing as live happily ever after. There is only live ever after. Happily, there is always ups and downs. It does depend how you cope with those ups and downs. And basically, if one relationship have more downs than ups, then obviously you gotta walk away from it. Lesson you're about to learn with the Ace of Wands is that you do always have a second chance. There is nothing, there is no such thing like doomed, okay? There is always a reason why we should live, and if you cannot see the reason right now, you can, as a matter of fact, make one for you. So you always need to find something to fight for, so you can keep up with life, guys. And with that being said, if you lose something, or when the time comes to lose something, you need to place other things as a priority. What I mean is that you need to keep up the activity so far, because this card is that when something ends, a new enterprise or a new beginning is coming after it, because this is what life is. Constant turnover of endings and beginnings. And last but not least, for you Aquarius, we do have the energies. Those are the world energies, and the world card energies. And even though you may experience a certain pain, those energies are going to keep you standing, in a sense that you will know that this is for the greater good, or kind of like these energies are going to show you the new perspective right after you lose something, or you are putting on an end into something. So with that being said, Aquarius, something is coming to an end into your life, just to summarize that, and it's an ending most required for your future unfoldment. So don't be discouraged of it. Okay, last but not least, Brianna, you can rewatch the video as soon as the stream is done. So you can make up what I said for Sagittarius and align it to your own personal situation. Hope it will help you. Okay, Pisces, Three of Swords is the topic and the theme. Then we do have the Six of Swords for you, which are the challenges. And then the intentions should be the Devil card. The lesson is the Nine of Cups. And the energies are the Nine of Swords. We do have a lot of swords, guys. And by having a lot of swords, this thing, the reading usually goes with kind of like, it has to be more logically oriented. What I mean is that right now, this next period of time, you need to make accountability to what you are seeing, or kind of like what is real for you, rather than looking toward let's say some imaginary goals or some imaginary prospects. So going to the next three cards is we do have Three of Swords, usually a card of pain, but it's also a card of mental cruelty. It's also a card of incapability to solve or resolve something. Three of Swords, especially coming to an coming for an activity, career-wise, let's say, coping with a certain project, dealing with its problems. It does seem that you may not be able to find a certain resolution right now. What I mean is right now, for how you can take aside, or kind of like set aside the difficulties and or resolve the difficulties with this project. So what I'm talking about is that the next couple of weeks, guys, the progress in your career, progress in your projects will be very, very difficult. Okay, I'm sorry for that. It is just, I'm interpreting cards, and this is what Three of Swords is saying. In your relationship, you may realize some truths, or you may face a certain mental cruelty from your partner. What I mean is that your partner may really hurt your feelings with words of theirs, and you will not feel very good, guys. You may come to a conclusion that it is better be without that relationship. And that's the thing. This will be the challenge here, guys, is that the challenge with the Six of Swords says that if you really want to achieve something, just thinking about it is not gonna allow you to do it. So actions are needed. So Six of Swords in this case shows, guys, that you need to step toward the unknown. If something isn't working for you right now, leave it be and start attending to the things that are working. If your partner is giving you a cruel treatment, if your partner is giving you a mental cruelty, then stop spending time with them. Let them see what is to spend time without you. Allow them to see how much you miss them, or how much they missed you, you know. So they can really set a value upon the relationship. It's all about value here, guys. And with that being said, when you do that, what you should do after that? Well, the Devil card shows that you need to start doing what your soul requires, or kind of like personality requires, because the Devil card is a card of primal needs. It's a card of primal wishes, primal desires. So if you really want to make that travel in the holidays, you go out and make it. Don't think about the money. Don't think about how much people don't want you to do it. Don't think about other difficulties. You just do what your soul requires, guys. The Devil card shows that you do have power. You have tremendous amounts of power during this full moon into Pisces, and it's because the full moon probably is to Pisces. That's why you do have that tremendous amount of power. The problem will be the control of that power, especially if we're talking about a relationship here. Let's say that you do receive that mental cruelty and you do possess that tremendous amount of power. How you're going to use that power? You're going to retaliate back. If you're going to retaliate back to that mental cruelty, you're just going to devastate your partner. You're going to annihilate them in a sense of emotional security. They will be broken, you know, and I don't know if they can recover from that. So you need to be very careful how you use your presence, how you use your leverage, and how you use your abilities to take an edge, to take an upper hand upon something. Same goes into your relation, into your career. I mean, you could make people to solve your difficulties, the difficulties that can how can I place it in words, that you cannot solve from your projects. The problem will be what you're going to use to make those people solve these things, and you will lose leverage that you rather not use it, because these people, they will not look at you anymore with kindness, you know, and with goodness. They will look at you as a tyrant. Is that what you really want? So you need to use these energies to do something for you, to do something for your soul, as a material gains and material achievements have zero relevance to your soul, guys. So as a matter of fact, why don't you do something that really fulfills you emotionally here? Also, these cards, the Devil card shows that it is a good time for you breaking free from a noxious habit. For example, smoking, drinking. You can do that. You do have the power again. You need to use this power to just wipe away the noxious habits, noxious people around you, so you can be recuperated after that. The lesson here with Nine of Cups, guys, is that no one and never you can have full happiness. What I mean is that there will be always something that obstructs you, excuse me, from being completely happy. And what, you should bury your head beneath the ground with that thing? No, you should place your attention to what makes you happy. You should place your attention to what contributes for your well emotional being at this very point. Whatever doesn't contribute for your well emotional being, guys, well, it basically does not deserve your attention. It does not deserve your contribution. It does not deserve your attitude. Kind of like devotion was the word that I was searching for. So with that being said, guys, you need to learn that lesson by a hard way, that you need to start contributing only toward what is kind to you and what really will give you pleasant experience at the end. And last but not least, we do have the energies here with the Nine of Swords. Those are energies conquering fear. Finally, Pisces, you will not allow fear to basically stagger you. You will not allow fear to incapacitate you, you know, of doing certain approaches, of at last do something that will really contribute for the development of your personality and for the development of your soul. Because at the end of the day, everything comes and goes. Money comes and goes, family comes and goes, health, if you want to say, comes and goes, only our soul is eternal and immortal. So we need to take care of our soul, guys, and taking care of our soul is to do things that really reevaluate our soul, do things that makes our soul happy, and do things that our soul requires. So with that being said, this was the tarot scope for the all 12, guys, and I hope that you do enjoyed it and it is helpful to you. And please like and share the video so it also can help more people. And with that being said, again, if you do want a private reading with me, you can find me at www.tarotpredictions.net, written here in the post, and in the post is also written a link that you can make a subscription, and by making subscription you will receive these kind of reports for the full and the new moon cycles that will be personally for your life, not just this, not for the star sign, but for your life, guys. And with that being said, I wish you good luck, and I wish you that you have a productive full moon in Pisces period of time, and we're gonna, guys, see each other next time. Until then, bye.